Welcome back. In this video, we'll start the process of your website design on the My SME manual. The goal of this video is to share practical tips, tools, and ideas to design a website for engagement that leads to action. This will be a longer video, and I'm first going to share a short presentation with you before we jump over to the My SME manual. So website design, very important. You cannot neglect the process of designing a proper website. I also want to state that you cannot afford not to have a website in today's day and age. It's very important. And it's important also to revisit your strategy. Okay, now firstly, I want to encourage you to know your strategy out of your mind. You got to know it when I wake you up 2 o'clock in the morning. Understand your value proposition, your unique selling proposition, and your competitive advantage. And especially the competitive advantage and the value proposition needs to filter through your website very clearly. So first of all, you got to ask yourself, what's the idea of the website? What's the theme going to be? What's my brand theme? What's the website theme? What's the colors as well as the images? Right, so nowadays you see a lot of websites where it's just a brand, and when it gets to the About Us section, you don't really know who the people behind the brand is. So I want to encourage you to put your face on your website, put your team on the website. People want to know exactly who they're doing business with. Right, okay, now here's some ideas when it comes to your ID photos. Also note that it's not a good idea if you are putting a team together and you might be working remotely, or you might be a brand that's partnering with some other professionals. Make sure that the photos look the same. Okay, there's nothing worse than looking at a website and the team, the photos are not relating with each other. Like, you want to see that it's a team, they work together, they are together, even if they're not. Right, so here you can see we've got white shirts, we've got black pants, and it's the same setting, it's the same background, so you've got no doubt that these photos were taken on the same day, at the same environment, and it's an actual team that works together. Okay, here you can see the team, again, not perfect. We're not looking for perfect. We're looking for good quality, and we're looking for unity. White shirts, black pants. It looks like a team, and it's the real people behind My SME. This is not fake. This is not a bunch of models that nobody can relate to. This is the actual people behind the brand, and people buy from people. Remember that. Also, take a couple of images for your website where the team's working together, people having a good time, laughing, etc. Again, I'm going to state this fact. This is not Pixabay or one of these fancy stock images where you buy the perfect models. This is real people, and that's relatable. In the office, this is our sales office. This is me in my office. Right, and that is important when it comes to the images. It's got to be the real people behind the brand. When it comes to your homepage, which should be your landing page, the rule is 5 seconds. If the consumer doesn't see what he's looking for within the first 5 seconds, he's going to go out of your website and you lose an opportunity for a sale. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to first of all state what you do within the first 5 seconds. Then you want to categorize your clicks for engagement purposes, and you want to personalize your website. People buy from people. I'll show you a practical example shortly as I'm going to go to one of my websites. Okay, then the next part, the About page. The About page, people want to see what's the vision, what's the mission. They want to see who the owners are and where they're from, relatable, and they want to see who the team is. Right, the next part is your products and services. Make sure there's an action button. Make sure that you list the exact need, which is your value proposition. The packages, people want to know how much will it cost, how long will it take, what's included for them. There must be an application form. And lastly, testimonials. People make buying decisions based on what other people think are good and correct. Okay, even if you don't sell a service, but let's say for the shoe business, I'm going to sell a product. I still want to have an application form, or I want to create some sort of method to track the person into my store. So if I have an application form for the custom shoe on my website, even though it's retail and it's a practical or it's a product, it's still going to be applicable because you can now order your shoe online, and I can give you a call, have a conversation with you, invite you into my shop, which means ultimately the idea is to get more feet into the shop. Right, and then your contact page, basic information, a contact form, social media links, and testimonials. Right, so note that at My SME Marketing, we can assist you with a website. We've got extremely affordable website options for you. The single page website is only 3,500 Rand. Then we've got an entry level design, which is 5,500 Rand. And we've got also some marketing packages to assist you with your online presence, to set up a proper Facebook page, LinkedIn page, and Google business profile. So that's in a nutshell what you can expect from us when it comes to the marketing. We also assist our clients with monthly marketing management, which consists of keeping your Facebook and Instagram up to date, helping you with the SEO strategy, setting up your Google AdWords, and also assisting you with your Google business profile. For more information, you can visit our website at mysme.co.za. I'm going to quickly jump over to the Google browser just to give you some practical ideas on engaging customers in your website. So I've opened up on Small Business Coach. We're in the process of redoing this website. As you've seen in the branding video, that we've upgraded and updated our branding. So we're currently in the process of redoing the website, but I still want to, I'm actually glad that I can still show you guys on this website, as I created this website myself. And I'm not a website guru. I just understand human behavior, and through a very simple template that I got from WordPress, I was able to create a website that started to generate leads and definitely got me some sales. Okay, so when you fall on this landing page, you'll see within the first 5 seconds, you literally can't miss it. Small Business Coach does business coaching in order for you to grow your business. So within the first 5 seconds, you know exactly what's happening over here. If you scroll down, the next trick is to categorize you. Okay, so I want to tell you that I've got advanced and entry-level services. I want to make sure that you feel safe on whatever option you click. And I want to make sure that the option you click speaks your language. That's the important part now. And when you look at this and you see entry-level business coaching, obviously you know it's for somebody that's either starting out or who has never done business before. If you've never done business before, you're going to be very comfortable to click this option because that's speaking to you. The second option is advanced business coaching. This then speaks to somebody who has an existing business. So if you've been in business for 5 to 10 years perhaps, and you see entry-level business coaching, you're not going to be interested. However, if you see advanced business coaching, you're going to be interested, and so on and so forth. So this now creates some interaction and engagement, and your client can click. Once he clicks, he wants to know more. This is where we deal with our accreditation to say to our clients that we're IMC-SA accredited. We're an accredited coaching practice. We've got a registration number, and I've got my packages here at the bottom. People want to know what's included for me, what's the process. People want to know ultimately how long it will take and what it will cost. So in a nutshell, we're covering everything that you need to know about business coaching. You can also then see our reviews. So I'm going to open up here on Facebook as well as on Google. Remember guys, people buy from people. And people make buying decisions based on what other people think are good and correct. Not just other people, but other people like themselves. So if you go to Facebook under the reviews, you'll see that we've got a very proud record here of 44 reviews and a 4.9 out of 5. So I'm very proud of that. And you'll see some wonderful feedback here. Right, great stuff. There is one where the person doesn't recommend us. That's fine. I just want to encourage you all. That happens from time to time. You can. It's like Steve Jobs said. You can please some people some of the time, but you can't please all people all of the time. And also note that a 4.9 looks much more legit than a 5 out of 5 after 44 people reviewed it. If you look at a 5 out of 5 with 44 reviews, something might feel off and you'll be like, I wonder why their track record is so clean. So in as a matter of fact, this person actually did me a favor. So I'm very thankful for that. If you go to the Google Maps, you'll also see that we've got a good review over here. We've got 13 reviews, and this is just one client that reviewed us for the business coaching. So ultimately, going back to the website, people buy from people, so make sure your Facebook reviews and testimonials is up to date. So we're going to jump over now to the My SME manual, and I'm going to show you the template that I created in order for you to plan your website. Please note that a website like that doesn't just happen. You have to sit and plan it out, and it's not the designer's responsibility. You are the business owner. You've got the ideas. You understand your market. You understand your sales strategy. It's your responsibility to plan your own website, and then you give the plan to the brand developer or the website developer, and then they execute what you've already planned. Okay, I just want to state that, very important. Even with the websites that I'm doing over for Small Business Coach and Business Plan Pro, I absolutely gave the brand developer my instructions of exactly what I want. I'm not leaving it up to chance, and I'm not giving the responsibility to them. I'm doing it myself. Right. Okay, now you'll see the template to plan your own website starts off with the details. You got to answer the address, the domain. You also need to give your LinkedIn and your personal details over here. Obviously not the login details, just the domains, and provide a brief explanation of the strategy of your website. Is it the product you're selling? Is it the service you're selling? Do you want to go e-commerce? Do you want to generate leads? Do you want to get feet into your physical shop? What's the mood of the company? Is it playful, serious, ultra, retro, classic, etc.? What colors do you prefer? Preferably the colors that's to do with your branding. And then also get those photos taken. My suggestion is get a nice fresh haircut, buy a new white shirt, everybody in the team, select a date, get a professional photographer in, and let them take photos of the team, all right, that you are well equipped for your website. Then you start with the planning. First of all, the homepage. And your homepage will always consist of a slider. So I've written a bunch of principles here that you can go through, but ultimately you need to set up a slider, and you'll see that everywhere where I say in yellow answer here, that's where you need to put your answers. So let's say, for example, always on my websites, you'll see, I can take you there now. If you go to the homepage, you'll see a rhetorical question. Want to grow your business? Now, obviously, you want to grow your business. If you're a startup, want to start your business. Obviously, you want to start your business. The concept here is not to trick your target market. The concept is to give them an easy question that the answer is their exact need. All right, so that's what you want to accomplish with the rhetorical question. So let's say if people type in formal shoes, my rhetorical question will be need formal shoes. As simple as that. Obviously the answer is yes. And then I'm going to give you a short snippet here that says, we can help, we assist our clients with custom formal shoes for special events. And there we go. That is how I'll do my slider. Your action button. Note that the action button should not say submit. That's a terrible, terrible button. It should always finish the question your consumer asks when he says, I want to ... Now your responsibility is to figure out what the ... is, because that's the name of your action button. In other words, let's say the customer over here says, I want to learn more about the fancy shoes. Let's say learn more about the custom shoes. So I'm finishing the question on behalf of my prospect, and he wants to learn more about the custom shoes. Right, so there's your sliders for the home page. You can see then I'm categorizing, or I'm assisting you to categorize your clients into certain boxes. So your market position 1, market position 2, market position 3, or your 3 packages that categorize your clients mentally. I'm always introducing my team on the website. So if I go back, you'll see that the team is everywhere to be found. So you've got the owner, the bio, and the team below that. Okay, I'm very proud of my team, and people buy from people. They want to see exactly who they're going to do business with. Right, so that's where you put in the team information. And if you don't have a team yet, that's fine, you can take that out, but just make sure that your face is there with your bio to make it more relatable. Right, and then you've got your footer. Then you go to the about page, same story, answer the questions over here, and you're going to work through all the way to the contact page. And there you go, in a nutshell. That is the template that I've provided for you in order to plan your website. Once this template is properly populated, then you hand it over to the developer, and you know for a fact that you are in control and that your sales strategy will follow through with the website, because you created this business. You should know. Okay, now we get the brand and the website developer to help us with their expertise, but they can't help us with the exact strategy because they don't know our market and our business like we do. Right, and then just below that, there's an online presence as well, which we'll touch on in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Get cracking on those website designs, and I'll see you in the next video.